With one loss in 11 and the best defence in the Premier League, surely we can go smash the Toffees on Wednesday. Everton Match Preview. Welcome back to Black and White Banter, Newcastle fans. If you are new to this page, you've never been here before, you've just stumbled across us randomly, make sure you drop down, give us one of these, just a little one of these. Goes a long way to get us up that little search bar for other fans. And if you do like my opinion by the end of this video, make sure you drop down, give us that subscribe, and you'll be notified every single time a video pops up. And if you haven't already, get Black and White Banter on all social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. We've just posted a video about Kieran Trippier taking a visit to Sunderland for Halloween and getting a few scares along the way, and it's gone viral. And like, if I do say so myself, it's pretty funny. It's taken Twitter and Facebook by storm, and it's pretty funny. So make sure you get us on Facebook, on all the social media channels, and check that video out. It is pretty good. Just give yourself a little pat on the back for that one. So here we are, another game. We've got 3 games in 7 days, obviously starting with that game at Man United on Sunday, just gone. Fantastic point for the boys. Game of 2 halves really, but hey, another point on the board. No goals conceded, and we could have actually pinched it if we'd taken our chances in the first half. But here we are, a midweek St. James Park night under the lights. There is something absolutely beautiful about a game at St. James's Park under the spotlights. The atmosphere is always just cranked up a little bit, and I think that always transcends down to the players as well, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Cold night in October, Wednesday night football. So Everton, it's not the worst game in the world. It certainly isn't, and I'm going into this one absolutely full of beans, full of confidence. And I'm expecting us to absolutely smash them, if I'm being totally honest with you. I would never normally start a video by saying we are going to smash the opposition. But I just feel like we are. I feel like that's bubbling. We've already done it to Brentford. I know they helped us along the way with plenty of mistakes in our last game at St. James's. But we just look so organised and together and resolute at the moment that every single match I'm brimming with confidence. I was even confident going down to Old Trafford. I've never spoke to so many fans. If you haven't already watched my match vlog, by the way, take a look at it. Every fan I was speaking to, even the ones I didn't record, was just saying, fancy us to win, fancy us to win, fancy us to win. And that's in Old Trafford, a place where we've had to just scrap and scrape for a point at best in years gone by. And I just think going into a game against Everton, who, by the way, are just so... That's the only way I can describe them. They don't offer that much. They don't scare me in many areas. They've got some decent attacking players in the likes of like Demarai Gray. He's quite a pacey box of tricks. You've got Anthony Gordon, who we wanted in the summer. I still don't see enough of him to put him in that worried about kind of really good player category. Attacking options up front, Calvert-Lewin's just coming back for an injury from them, and they aren't in any great kind of form. They look better than what they did last season when Lampard just managed to keep them up by the skin of the teeth. But at St. James's Park at the moment, we are an absolute force to be reckoned with. And our defence, if there is any teams that are going to cause that defence problems, I don't think it's Everton. Sven Botman is looking absolutely brilliant, and every penny worth the 35 million, it just goes to show why Eddie Howe wanted him so badly for 6 months. Fabian Schär's playing out of his skin. Kieran Trippier, absolute delight from the moment he's walked into our club, and I just don't see Everton causing that defence too many problems. And at the other end, Callum Wilson's looking sharper with every game. You know, you've got Bruno absolutely turning it on, especially when he's got the St. James's Park crowd behind him. And I don't expect many changes to be made to the team neither. Eddie Howe's talked at his press conference. I don't think St. Maximin's going to make this game, so he's still out, so there's no new option there on the wings. I know it's a lot of games in a couple of days, but I think with the recovery time of Monday, Tuesday, most of Wednesday, I think Eddie Howe will keep the team majority the same. If he was going to make any changes, I would only maybe think Willock. Willock might come back in because that would freshen things up in midfield a little bit. Callum Wilson is our only option. Obviously, we've got the awful news this week that Isaac is not going to play till after the World Cup. I'm really disappointed to hear that. He looked like he was about to fire on all cylinders for us. He came in, bang, Liverpool debut, looked absolutely fantastic. started to get a bit of a feel for the Premier League, and then obviously he got injured, and now we're not going to see him in a Newcastle shirt till the new year. That's sad, and I feel for the kid, and I'm really disappointed with him being our record signing. And aside from anything else, our strength in depth is really affected by that. We are one hamstring pull from Callum Wilson away from Chris Wood leading our line for a couple of months. Well, until the World Cup at least. And that's worrying. But hey, these things happen. It's not as if we wouldn't have had that strength in depth. It's not a squad issue, it's an injury issue. And will we strengthen again in January? I've got no doubts about it. So the team, for me, generally picks itself, unless Eddie Howe maybe wants to bring in Matt Targett and give Dan Burn a rest at left back. Joe Willock, like I said, off the bench. He said he's not going to use Shelvey unless he really, really has to. So although Shelvey's back amongst the squads, I don't think he's getting a look in anytime soon. And then you've just got your Frasers, your Elliot Anderson. I know we were talking about him. I was talking about him getting a start. But why change it? Brentford game, fantastic. Fulham game, fantastic. Man United, solid as a house. Great in the first half. I'd keep things majorly the same. Keep that consistency in the side. And then maybe at Tottenham on Sunday, which is a different kettle of fish altogether, change things again. So I'm expecting the team to be the same. I'm expecting us to have all of the ball against Everton. I'm expecting Everton to almost play for a point, if I'm being totally honest. I'd be very surprised if Lampard wants their players to go for it on Wednesday night. I don't think that'll happen. I don't rate him that much as a manager, but I think he's a smart enough man to know that Newcastle United are in some form at the moment and they're also brilliant at the back. So let's just stifle the crowd a little bit, shut up the Geordies as best he can, and just stay nice and resolute and tight. Maybe pinch something on the counter. So it'll be all us. Can we break down an Everton team who are a bit up and down in form? Of course we can. Of course we can. I am now going into every match expecting to see entertainment, expecting to see us having a go, and expecting us to be able to beat teams like Everton. And I'll be honest with you, I'll say it now, I'll be very disappointed walking out of St. James Park on Wednesday if we haven't picked up 3 points. I really, really will. That's how far we've come at the moment. Me expecting us to win games, especially at St. James's Park, where it's just an absolute fortress and it's a pleasure to be a part of every single game. So Maggie has gone for a home win. My beautiful dog has picked a home win, and I'm going for exactly the same if I didn't make that very, very obvious in the first part of this video. I'm going to go for 3-0 Newcastle. I'm actually going to back us to keep a clean sheet on top of that as well. I'm not expecting too much from Spurs on Sunday, which for me makes this game even more important in just sitting tight. I mean, we are currently in 6th position. If we win tomorrow, sky's the absolute limit. We go to Spurs with no fear on Sunday in another very difficult game. So I am going to back us. If you are new to Black and White Banter, Newcastle fans, as I said at the start of this video, make sure you drop down, hit that like. Let me know in the comments what you think the score is going to be against Everton. Are you backing us? Are you as confident as me? Or are you expecting some sort of dip? Are you expecting the bubble to burst as it sometimes can when you least expect it? Let me know in the comments. I love to read comments from subscribers or just random viewers who've stumbled across us. And I'm hoping by going to the match tomorrow to touch down with another vlog, a home match vlog, speak to a couple of fans maybe after the game. I think a lot will be in a rush to get home with it being an evening game, but we'll see. So there will be a video coming up, so stick around for that one. And if you haven't already, check out my Man United away day vlog down on the party bus. Just a little bit further down, check that one out. And I shall see you for what will hopefully be an Everton match vlog, 3 points better off, sitting tight in that top 6. Away, Eddie Howe's Mags.